everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thanks for joining us today. I have got an empties video. I haven't left it too long this time, although this box still seems really full. It is just my August empties, which I'm pretty amazed at how much stuff is actually in here for 1 month, but I have been trying to stick to my products that I'm using and to get through them so that I'm not constantly having loads of stuff open at once. So without further ado, I'm going to sort these out into categories and we're going to dive straight in. So I'm going to start off with a couple of hair products. I have got 2 protection mists, both from Lee Stafford, funnily enough. This is a little mini or sample size that I picked up. I think I've had it for a while, but I just used it for travel and took it away with me recently for a weekend away, and it is just their original heat protection shine mist. I have used loads and loads of these. I really do rate Lee Stafford hair care, really enjoy it, and I like the original scent. This one was one of their Coco Loco heat protection mists. This is a coconut one. It's meant to condition and protect your hair when you heat style it. Didn't enjoy this one as much. I love the scent, I love the coconut thing, but I don't know why. I feel like this one does more. It shouldn't really, because they're both supposed to protect in the same way. I think the coconut is meant to help condition the hair, but I definitely enjoyed this one more. They're both nice though, and I would buy them both again, but I think I would aim more for the original than the coconut scented one. I've got one body product, which is this from Bubble Tea. It's the Vanilla Chai Tea Bath and Shower Gel. Bubble Tea started a subscription service for bath and shower gels, and you can add in extra products like bath bombs and things if you want to for extra money. I picked up this one, was in like a free trial pack, so you had 2 of the smaller sizes, which are 100ml. And this was one of them, and then you got another, you had to have another month's subscription with one of their or 2 of their full size bottles in as well. This is the only one we've used up so far. I say we because Mia and my little daughter use this. This was the Vanilla Chai Tea. She loved it. She thought it smelled of gingerbread, which I can kind of see where she's coming from. I wasn't as keen on it. I mean, the subscription isn't overly expensive. You see a lot of them, or you did. I'm not sure whether there's still a lot of unboxings going on for it, but originally when they first launched, they were gifting a lot of these subscriptions to people. So you've got a lot of unboxings on people's YouTube channels, raving about them. And the products are nice enough. The scent is gorgeous. They are suitable for vegans. They are cruelty free, and they're designed in the UK, but they're made in China. But I just didn't find that it was any better than, say, my original Source shower gels, which I can pick up for £1 in Pound Shop or in Home Bargains or B&M. So I wouldn't necessarily stick to the subscription service, although their scents are really nice. I think I'd just go with original Source personally, but obviously they get used up, especially in a house with 5 people. I've got a little perfume sample. This was Alive by Boss, or by Hugo Boss. From what I can remember, there's a tiny bit left in. I'm always like trying to get the last little bits out to try and see what it smells like. I think this was nice enough. Not one that I would ever repurchase. It was quite a strong scent and a little bit more masculine, I think. It was nice enough, but this is why I like getting little perfume samples, because then I find ones that I really love and will put on like a birthday or Christmas list for people to purchase as gifts for me, or will save up my points on, you know, a particular store to get. But yeah, wasn't a massive fan of that one, and that's why I like the samples, because you get a couple of sprays. You can wear it for a couple of days and see how it sits and lasts, and whether it's one for you or not. Next up, we've got this, which I've had a couple of these, I think, from Feel Unique's Pick and Mix sample service, and possibly in a little subscription box, maybe a Birch box. And this is from Ren. I really love Ren as a brand, by the way. I love some of their other products. This one, however, is not a hit with me. This is the Keep Young and Beautiful Instant Firming Beauty Shot. There was 10ml in here, and I'll be honest, I wasn't really sure what it was meant to be doing, where I was meant to be using it, what it was meant to be for. So it says apply 2 or 3 drops to clean face, follow with a moisturizer. Reapply over moisturizer or makeup throughout the day as needed. When applying over makeup, gently pat your skin until absorbed. Do not rub, which is kind of obvious. Ren are one of those brands that say they're a clean skincare brand, and I don't really buy into that whole clean skincare thing. If you're into that sort of thing, then this is a great brand to check out. But yeah, for me, the whole no parabens, no sulfates, no mineral oil, no petroleum, no synthetic fragrance, no synthetic colours, you know, there's a whole heap of things. I don't necessarily think all of those things are bad, and you know, especially when you come to synthetic fragrance isn't for everyone, but equally using natural fragrances can be irritating for people, so it's one of those, isn't it? But yeah, I didn't really get on board with this. I was using it in like the serum stage and didn't really feel like it was doing anything, and I've tried to use it over moisturizer as well, more as like a primer, and again just didn't really feel like it did anything, which is a shame because I do like Ren. But yeah, this was just a sample. Again, this is why I get samples, especially if they're decent sizes like that. 10ml is a good amount to try to see whether it works on your skin, whether it's doing what you need it to do, and that one just didn't for me. Wouldn't recommend. Next up, we'll go on to some sunscreens. So I've got a couple of sunscreens. I have got a sample of one from Dermalogica, and this I picked up off the Feel Unique website. Saw it advertised, saw lots of, you know, influencers talking about this, having been gifted it by Dermalogica, and this is the Invisible Physical Defense, and it's SPF 30. Personally, I prefer a 50, but especially going into autumn, winter, when it's not as sunny, I will use a 30 on a daily basis. So this is or supposed to be, an invisible weightless defense that blends easily, featuring ultra sheer zinc oxide. And yeah, I didn't find that it was invisible. I am very pasty, as you can see, so I don't have massive issues with using like a physical sunscreen or a mineral sunscreen, whatever you want to call it. But that being said, I think even on pale skin tones you need to really work in a physical sunscreen, and it can still leave me looking a bit dead. So if you know what, if you've ever tried a physical or a mineral sunscreen, you'll know what I mean. It's a lot harder to work into the skin. It does leave like a white cast, and even on pale skin that can make you look a bit deathly ill. So if you're not putting makeup over the top, then it's not always a good look, and anyone with darker skin tones, you're going to struggle. This one isn't great. I don't think it's invisible, and I think that's a claim that shouldn't be on there, because I don't think people with darker skin tones could use that. Glad I picked up a sample before purchasing a full size, because it's not one that I will repurchase. I am trying to use up the sunscreens that I've got in my cupboard at the moment, but I have a Korean one which I'm loving. I also have quite a Western one that's very budget, which I'm also loving, so that isn't one that I'm going to be picking up and purchasing. Then I've got this one from Polar, which was definitely in a subscription box of some kind. Again, a UVA UVB 30, and this was the Velvety Sun Fluid Face and Body, and I liked this one. Wouldn't necessarily pick it up again, not sure what the pricing is, but it worked. I didn't have any issues with it. A little bit greasy maybe on the skin, but not overly so where I felt like I needed to really powder my face down, or you know, where I felt uncomfortable with using it because it was very greasy. It did the job. No white cast because this isn't a physical. I'm pretty sure this is just a chemical sunscreen, which again, I have no issue using chemical sunscreens. I think use any sunscreen that works rather than no sunscreen. It's free of parabens, alcohol and mineral oil, and it's water resistant. And yeah, it was good. I would use it again, would buy it again, perhaps if it's not too pricey. And then last, I have this one from Ultra Sun. This is the Ultra Sun Professional Protection Face. This is again in SPF 30 with antioxidants, no perfume, no emulsifiers, no preservatives, and water resistant. And I think this I picked up in like a set, perhaps from QVC, because Ultra Sun is a brand that I will use on my children. So if you're unfamiliar with me and my channel, I have two ginger children. I have an older son as well who isn't ginger, but my two ginger children in particular have very delicate skin. They have very sensitive skin and obviously need a lot of protection from the sun. But because of how reactive their skin can be to products and certain sunscreens that I put on their skin, there's only a few that I will use, and Ultrasun is one of them. Protects them, they don't get any reaction to it, and it is a really good protective sunscreen. However, I used this on my face and wasn't overly impressed. Not the cheapest Ultrasun, they're a Swiss company. The normal ones for the kids, I will pay the money and use it because it protects them and they don't react to it, but I don't think I would pick up the face one for me again, because I don't need it. I don't need something that has been formulated specially for sensitive skin, because my facial skin isn't that sensitive. So yeah, I mean, it says anti-aging as well, but I fail to see what anti-aging ingredients you have in here, or whether they're just saying using a sunscreen is anti-aging, which it is. Yeah, I mean, it's okay if you've got really sensitive skin. If you find that you react to a lot of sunscreens, Ultrasun might be one to check out. You can sometimes pick them up in TK Maxx, where they're a lot cheaper, or QVC, especially in summer, usually do some deals on them. But yeah, not one that I'll be repurchasing for myself, but not a bad sunscreen. What next? I have this from Elemis, which is a lip conditioning balm, and this I think I picked up in a Latest in Beauty box. I think these retail for around 22 quid, which I am never spending £22 on a lip balm. It was nice enough. It's got a bit of a minty scent. I only used it at night. I didn't use it during the day. It's meant to be an instantly hydrating lip treatment, leaves lips feeling smooth and conditioned. I felt like it definitely had some sort of mint in it. I've chucked the box, and it came with a massive booklet with it, which I didn't look at, but so I haven't got the ingredients on it, but I definitely felt it had a minty scent and left my lips feeling cool. It worked. It was hydrating. My lips were smooth and nourished, but it's 22 quid for a lip balm, which probably does the same job as using a Carmex. So it's not one that I would repurchase. Like I said, I picked it up because it was an option in Latest in Beauty box, so I thought I'll give it a go, because I'm not actually paying £22 for one product. But yeah, not one that I would repurchase. If you've got the money and you want to spend 22 quid on a lip balm, try that one out. It is really nice. What to next? Shall we do masks next? Because as you'll know, if you've been here for a while, I love me a face mask. So I've got a few. Oh my word. Didn't realise I'd got through quite so many eye patches. But yes, I have been through a few. So I picked these up during a shop in Sainsbury's. These are the Dirty Works Vitamin C Bright Eyes Under Eye Cooling Masks. I keep all of my eye masks in the fridge, so they're always super cold when I put them out on. And I've said before, I think that's the main reason why they help with depuffing. These were also meant to have vitamin C in, which were meant to help to brighten your eyes, as well as leaving them feeling refreshed and depuffed. I think there were 3 pairs in here, which I have used up. I can't say I was that impressed. I mean, they're not expensive. They weren't expensive. But I didn't really feel like they did anything special. So I think they were awkward to get out of the pack as well, if I remember. I'm sure I ripped a couple trying to get them out of the packaging. So yeah, not ones that I'm necessarily going to run out and buy again. These were ones that I've picked up on the Feel Unique Pick and Mix samples, and they're from Gatineau, however you say that brand. And these are Smoothing Eye Pads Collagen Expert. Now I've actually kept them because they're not gels, strangely enough. They are almost like little sheet masks, but look how tiny they are. And look at the shape. I found that really awkward to actually sit in the right position under my eye, because I mean, it's saying that my eye is like that big. So they didn't fit very well to start with. And I didn't find them, even though I'd kept them in the fridge, I didn't find them as cooling and refreshing as a gel, under eye gel mask. So yeah, these are not cheap, and I would not repurchase for that reason. They were definitely too small. I mean, they stayed on because they were that sheet mask material rather than a gel, so I didn't have any issues with them slipping and sliding. But yeah, just not impressed at all with with those ones. Would not buy those ones again. These ones were interesting. I think I picked these up from, I think it was the beauty kit on the Feel Unique website rather than the pick and mix, and these are from Filorga. I do love Filorga skincare, and these are the optimized patches, and you got this little cardboard outer packaging, and then your eye gels came in this. Again, they were quite small, but they did fit under my eye this time, and you even got a little spatula to help you scoop them out. They were really thick. I think they're the thickest eye gels I've ever used, ever. They were black. I don't know whether that's just a branding thing. Where's the box gone? Because I don't know why, whenever I see black products I always think of charcoal, but I don't think you need charcoal in a under eye patch, so I doubt they've got charcoal in. Just trying to see if there's any information as to why they were black. They just say express anti-fatigue eye patches, dark circles, puffiness and wrinkles. So I don't think they've got any like charcoal in. I think it's maybe just to be a bit more on brand. Yeah, they stayed really well. I didn't have any issues with them slipping. They're not the cheapest, and for that reason I wouldn't repurchase. I didn't find that they did anything more than one of my other gel eye patches, so I wouldn't spend the money on. But they were nice, and if they came up in the pick and mix samples or the, you know, Feel Unique beauty kit and I needed one extra item, I would definitely pick them up again. I got these ones. Oh, I've kept these ones as well. I got these ones in a little giveaway win that I won, a competition that I won over on Instagram from Braid It's Me, and these are from Bliss, and these are holographic foil eye masks, and that's why I kept them, because again they were like that sheet mask material, but they got pretty holographic stars on. So I think these are more, you know, maybe aimed at like teens or women in their early 20s, probably not me. But they were nice enough. They were much bigger than the Gatinier ones, so they did actually fit under my eye. Again, because of the sheet mask material, no issues with them sliding around at all. They sort of did the job. Again, I don't think they were as cooling as the gel ones, but there was a lot of serum in this packet, so they definitely had a lot of product there to help your under eye area. And I think these are depuff and brighten. They're potent serum, a unique vegetable-derived combo of moisturizers plus smoothing hexapeptide, soothes and helps visibly reduce puffiness and dark circles. They were nice enough. Yeah, if they're not too pricey, I would pick up again, but I think I do prefer a gel under eye. And then last but by no means least, in the eye mask category, are the Nip and Fab Fixes No Needle Fix eye mask, and this was a goggle mask, so it literally went all around here and you just had little holes for your eyes, so it was relatively big. And this is meant to target fine lines, to plump fine lines and wrinkles, enriched with hyaluronic acid, collagen boosting ingredients to instantly cool, depuff, contour, eye contour, and work to provide a younger looking gaze. To be honest, I didn't think this was worth the money. A little bit pricier than the gel eye masks that I usually pick up, and although it did go all the way around the eye contour, which I thought was good, rather than just focusing here, it went all the way around. I just didn't feel like it did an awful lot. Again, it was that sheet masking material rather than a gel, but it worked okay. If it was on offer, I might pick it up. If I see it reduced in TK Maxx, I might pick it up, but yeah, not one I'm going to rush out and buy again. Then I've got a lip mask from OK. This was a cherry lip mask. I think I picked this up a long time ago in bargains for about 30p. Can you go wrong for 30p? I quite like a lip mask every now and again. If my lips are feeling a bit dry and a bit chapped, I will use a lip scrub, put one of these on an evening and just try and get some extra hydration in. They're nice enough, but I don't think, you know, they're necessary or they do all that much. And then I've got 3 sheet masks which I've used up. This is a Champagnes one. I'm trying to use up sheet masks that have been in my collection for a long time so that they don't go off and I'm not wasting them. This champagnes one was a part of a set that somebody bought me for Christmas, a good friend of mine who knows I'm addicted to face masks, and they are really nice. You get so much serum in these packets, it's unreal. This was their moisturising one. Give your face some extra moisture, so I think I did this after I'd done an exfoliation, a chemical exfoliation, because I like to try and pack loads of hydration back into my skin. I find using like a glycolic acid really dries my skin out, so I only do it once a week, and then I always try and follow up with lots of hydrating products. So yeah, I do really like the champagnes masks. There was a whole range of them that I got in the set, and they're all pretty good, so I liked that one. Then I got this one from Primark, which I think again somebody got me as a gift. This is the PS Skin Shot Hydrating Sheet Mask, and it had got lots of berry extracts in it, blackberry, blueberry and acai berry, and it's meant to be again just a hydrating sheet mask. Again, I think I did this one after an exfoliation day, and it's just got some nice moisturising ingredients in there. There is some niacinamide in there as well, which is pretty high up, which is nice. These Primark ones, they're pretty low in price, but they are made in Korea, which makes me think that they're pretty decent quality ones. So yeah, would pick up those again. And then this last one, this was nice. This I got in a mystery bag that I picked up from Boy Does Beauty on Instagram, and they were mystery bags for the Beauty Backed campaign, so the money went to the Beauty Backed campaign, and I got some little products out of it as well. So this is from sirenee, I'm not sure how you pronounce the company. It's not one that I'd heard of before I got this sheet mask. This is the Power Mask with Aqua Gel Advanced Hydration. Again, a nice nourishing hydrating mask, deep and fast penetration to lock in moisture and give skin a revitalising fresh glow. And it was really nice, and this was packed with loads of serum, really hydrating and nourishing for the skin. Made in New Zealand. Yeah, not a company I'd heard of, but one that I really enjoyed using and would use again. And now we're just left with all of my other skincare products. So first up, I've used up all of these from cosrx. These are the Acne Pimple Master Patches. You get 24 patches in the pack. They are different sizes, which I really liked. These were so cheap. I think I picked these up from the YesStyle website. You may have seen them in my recent YesStyle beauty haul. And I'm pretty sure they only cost me a couple of quid, maybe £3 max. For 24 patches, that is pretty cheap for a pimple patch. They're not microneedle ones, so they're not delivering any active ingredients into the spot or the pimple, but what I liked about them was I put them on and it stopped me messing, because I am a terrible picker. So I put this on, and then even if I'm touching or messing, there's like a protective layer there to stop any bacteria or anything getting in and making it worse. They also, I usually use them at night, and in the morning you can see they've turned white, and it like sucks out the oil and the impurities, which is pretty gross, but I do find that they really helped. Would definitely repurchase again, although I have and am trying other pimple patches to see how they compare. I think for the money, for how much these ones cost you, you can't really go wrong, and cosrx is a great Korean skincare brand in general. I'm just going to briefly mention some samples that I've been using from Aurelia Probiotic Skincare. So these are some empties that I've got through so far. I've got 2 little 5ml pots of Miracle Cleanser. I have got a little sachet, a 5ml sachet of Miracle Cleanser. And then I have got 2 sachets of the Cell Revitalise Day Moisturiser, 5ml sachets, and 2 sachets of the Revitalise and Glow Serum, also those are 2ml, sorry. Oh, and the moisturiser is 2ml, sorry. But I'm not going to talk about these too much, because I am doing a video on Aurelia Skincare. I picked up a load of samples. I picked up 2 of their sample discovery sets off their website, and then I picked up some of these sachet ones from the Feel Unique Pick and Mix sample service, so that I could give all of their products a really good try over a few weeks to see how I got on with them and how my skin was and whether I liked them or not. So I've included them in my empties video, but I'm not going to talk about them too much because there will be a separate video on these coming up soon. What I will say is that this brand is cruelty free. It's made in England, which I really, really like. They are using bioorganic, ethically sourced ingredients formulated naturally to make your skin glow. So if you're interested in natural skincare which focuses on natural ingredients rather than synthetic ingredients, then this might be one to look at. They are apparently multi-award winning, they're results driven, and they are a brand fusing scientifically proven probiotic ingredients with powerful botanicals. They are meant to act by reducing cellular damage and promoting a natural production of collagen and hyaluronic acid for plump, dewy skin that glows. And I will just say that they are nice products, and to see the full review you'll have to click that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and once I've got through all of the products, I've still got products to use up before I get my final thoughts. Then if you aren't subscribed and notified, you'll see when that video goes live. But yeah, I've included them because obviously they're in my empties box because they are empty and I will be needing them for when I do my review, but I don't want to talk about them too much here. But yeah, one to look out for in the future if you're interested in finding out more about the Aurelia probiotic skincare range. Right, now I'll go on to cleansers, and I've got a few cleansers to get through. This is one from Curel, and if you haven't heard of Curel, they're relatively new in the UK. They're a Japanese skincare brand which has recently, I say recently, quite a few months ago now, launched in Boots. And I got sent this, I got sent a whole host of Curel products to try and review, and this is their foaming facial wash. What I like about Curel is that they are aimed at dry and sensitive skins. I really enjoyed this. I like a foaming cleanser in the morning, or quite a light cleanse in the morning. I know you don't have to cleanse in the morning. Lots of people don't like cleansing, but I do enjoy cleansing just to get any sort of sweat or grease off my skin and start afresh with a new skincare routine in the morning. And this was perfect for that. It's really foamy, didn't dry out my skin at all. There was definitely no stripping in this. It is super gentle. I mean, it won't remove your makeup. It is not that good. It is great for a first cleanse in the morning or for a second cleanse after you've removed all your makeup and SPF in the evening. But I really, really like it, and they're quite affordable as well. So worth checking out if you do have dry, sensitive skin, and if you're looking for some nice moisturising ingredients suitable for your skin type, maybe check out Curel. I would recommend that product 100%. Next up, I've got this little mini, which I can't remember where I got from now. I think it might have been from the Feel Unique Pick and Mix samples, or possibly from a Latest in Beauty. But this is from Malin and Gotes, and it's their grapefruit cleanser. So it's 0.5% grapefruit extract, suitable for all skin types, amino acid hydration technology, and this is a foaming cleansing gel which synthesizes natural grapefruit extract with amino acid based cleansing agents to gently and thoroughly purify and hydrate. So this is just a sample. There was only 29ml in here, but I got a good few uses out of it. I mainly used it as my second cleanse. I didn't think it had an overly powerful scent. No, quite a light scent, which I don't find, you know, offensive, but then I quite like scenting my skincare regime if you're avoiding scent at all. I mean, this is a natural, I think the scent comes from the natural ingredients that are in here. It's not a synthetic scent that's added, but something to be aware of. I didn't find it stripping. I felt like it did a decent job at doing a second cleanse, you know, getting any remaining dirt off my skin, cleaning deep into the skin. I liked the fact that it was grapefruit. It was nice enough, but Malin and Gotes, I want to say, aren't the cheapest. Let me see how much this cleanser is. So a full size one of these is £29, which I'm not interested in spending that sort of money on a cleanser, to be honest. I think you can get really affordable cleansers which do a brilliant job. I don't think you need to be spending 30 quid on a cleanser. So not something I would necessarily buy again, but it was nice. It did a good job. It's not a bad product. Then I got a couple of samples of cleansers from Braid It's Me in the competition that I won on her Instagram giveaway. These are both from Aesop, which I've never tried before, never tried anything from that brand before. A little bit pricey for me, but I love their packaging. On their full-size items, the packaging is very aesthetically pleasing, and I hear great things about their products. Specifically their body washes and things are meant to be scented beautifully and really, really nice. So one of these was a gentle facial cleansing milk, and the other one was a parsley seed facial cleanser, and I've used them both. I took them away with me because I like to take little samples away when I went away recently for a long weekend break. Rather than taking like all my big full-size products, I just pack a few samples. And the facial cleansing milk was okay. I don't normally go for a cleansing milk, but I mean, it did a good job. It's got panthenol in it, grapeseed, sandalwood. It was very gentle. It was fine as like a second cleanse or a morning cleanse, but it's not something I would necessarily repurchase because, like I said, I think they're relatively pricey and it's not going to be something I'd be spending a lot of money on. That's the same for the parsley seed cleanser. I think this one smelt a bit funky. Let me see if I can get a little bit out. I can't quite describe it. It's very fresh scent. But yeah, I wasn't overly keen on the scent. This is more of a gel cleanser. And this has got licorice root, lactic acid and blackcurrant seed. It does lather. I didn't find it stripping at all, even though it lathered up. But again, more of a second cleanse, and didn't feel like it would really get rid of a lot of makeup or SPF, although it does have olive oil in it, and any oils will sort of help to break down makeup and remove it. It's also got lavender oil in. Which I'm a bit, I think maybe that's what I can smell in the scent. I'm not a massive fan of lavender. I mean, it's got nice enough ingredients in and it did a pretty decent job, but again, because of the price, I probably personally wouldn't repurchase. This I picked up from Feel Unique pick and mix service, and this was like a little double cleanse sample set, and it's from DHC, which again is a Japanese brand, and you got a little sachet of cleansing oil, and then you got a sachet of face wash powder, which was interesting. I really enjoyed this. I have some cleansing oils to use, but I haven't used them yet. This was the first time I'd used an oil based cleanser. I usually use a balm, cleansing balm as my first step of my double cleanse, which I love because you've got that balm texture and then that melts to oil. But I hadn't tried any just oil cleansers before. This one was really good, definitely got off my makeup and my SPF, and it was really easy to rinse away. I didn't struggle, it emulsified lovely and rinsed away. This was the thing that I loved. A bit messy because it is a powder. I'm not sure if I've got any left or whether I used it all. No, I used it all. It was a powder, so it can be a bit messy because you have to like pour the powder onto your hand and then add water and mix it, and it creates like a foam. But it was like silk. It was like putting silk on my face. It was so soft and delicate, and I don't know what I was expecting because I haven't used a powder wash before. The only thing that I think I was perhaps comparing it to in my head was the Daily Microfoliant from Dermalogica, which again is like a powder that you mix with water and use to cleanse your face. But I find that a little bit more gritty. Even if I put lots of water and really mix it together before I put it on my face, I still sometimes feel like the grittiness, which is fine. I think, you know, with the name microfoliant, I am expecting a little bit of physical exfoliation, but this, there was no grittiness at all. It just sort of melted into a fine lather in my hands, and like I said, it just felt like velvety silk on my skin when I used it to wash my face. It was beautiful, and I would definitely check that out and repurchase. Not anytime soon because I've got about 100 cleansers waiting to be used, but I would definitely look into purchasing, if not both, definitely the face wash powder. Loved it, loved it. So that's cleansers. I've just got one toner sort of thing to show you, and that's the Pixie Retinol Tonic, and this is retinol and jasmine flower advanced volumizing toner. I picked this up as my first ever sort of retinol step to try and get rid of some of these fine lines and wrinkles and start my retinol journey. And if you are new to retinol and wanting to get into retinol, I think this is a great way to start. It was very gentle. I didn't get any irritation, which is, I think, the fear thing with retinol, is people think I'm going to get really dry and my skin's going to start flaking off and it's going to be irritated. But if you start low, on a really low retinol percentage, and build your resistance up, then you shouldn't get any irritation, in theory. I think if you go really high retinol, you'll still get some irritation. However, this was really nice. I didn't find it drying at all. I started using it a couple of times a week and quite quickly built it up to every day in the week, barring one, which is when I would use my exfoliator, my chemical exfoliator. Always use your retinol at night. After cleansing, pop this on a reusable bamboo or cotton round and just sweep across my face. I use it everywhere. I do with my retinol creams that I'm now using. I use under my eye, on my neck. Some people will tell you you don't need to use that, or you shouldn't be using them that close to your eye, but this is where I've got fine lines. This is where I want to target probably the most, here and here. So I'm going to use them there, and I didn't find any problems with that. I've not tried a lot from Pixie, from their ranges at all, but this one I did enjoy. Not the cheapest product, but I think a great introduction, a great starter into retinol. I think that's about a tenner, isn't it, for one of those. Really enjoyed using it. I won't be buying it again because now I'm onto a different retinol, and I don't think, unless I'd got really damaged skin, would I be dropping it back down. If I'd got really damaged skin, I'd probably just cut the retinol for a while. So I don't think it's one that I will be using again. Eye products. So as with the eye gels, I love an eye product because this is the one area of my face that I'm always worried about, thinking about. So I've got a couple of samples which I've used, took away with me while we were away for a long weekend. The first one is from Codex Beauty, who I think are a relatively new brand. I think I got sent a few samples to try, and this was their eye gel cream, and 1.5ml. Lasted me a good amount of time. I really liked this. It was a gel cream. I was expecting a thick gel to come out, but it wasn't. It was more of a creamy gel. Went on my under eye area lovely, felt very hydrating and nourishing, and sort of felt like it smoothed the area almost instantly. I only used it during the day because I like something a bit thicker and richer at night when I know I'm leaving it on. But yeah, that was really nice, and I would definitely check out Codex Beauty and see what other products they've got to offer, because that was a very nice sample. And then this is the Pyunkangul eye cream, which I got as a sample from Yes Style with an order that I placed, and this was the thickest eye cream I think I've ever used. It was super rich and thick, and so I only used it at night. I quite liked it because I like to think that I'm packing on the moisture at night when it's got time to sink in and really get into my skin. Whether I would repurchase it, I don't know. If you're oily skinned, if you get like a really oily T-zone and that spreads sort of under your eyes, then this probably isn't going to be for you. But I really like Pyunkangul as a brand. Their bottles are beautiful. They're like blue with white labels. They're very, for me, I love packaging. If it's plain and simple, I love it. And you don't get many blue bottles. People tend to go for white and black very often, but the blue bottle really stands out, I think, and I really love it. So yeah, not sure if I'd pick it up as a full-size item, but I did really enjoy it. But it would be definitely just a night cream for me. Then I've got this, which I picked up from Primark quite a long time ago. This is the Alex Steinhaar Sleep Spa Every Night Eye Mask, and this was a product that I used to put on last thing at night. So I would do my whole skincare routine, and then about half an hour before bed I would put on my eye sleep mask and a facial oil. I did enjoy having this extra step. I just felt like it was a little bit of extra hydration. Is it needed? 100% no. Will I repurchase? Maybe if I'm in Primark and I see it, I might pick it back up. I think it was maybe about a fiver. You got 16ml in there. It lasted me forever because obviously with being your under eye you don't need much product. But it's not something I'm going to rush out and buy again. It is fragrance free and vegan friendly, which is great. But yeah, and Alex Steiner's, she's gorgeous, isn't she? So I get why there was a lot of hype around this when it first launched because of the name and the person launching it. But yeah, not something I'm going to be rushing out to buy again. Last eye cream then is this one from Monu Skin, and this is the Line Smoothing Eye Cool Gel. No idea where this came from. I don't know whether it was sent to me as like a sample to review, but this was, how much is in here? 15ml in here, not tested on animals, made in the UK and suitable for all skin types. And I'd sort of gone off using gel eye creams. I didn't really find them doing much, but I've started using them again recently to try and use up the ones that I've got, but also because I'm finding in the morning a gel eye cream can be really soothing and help with that depuffing of any puffiness that I've got in the morning. When I wake up, I feel like a gel cream or a gel eye cream really works. This was okay, sort of did the job of just helping to cool and depuff the area. I don't think it really does anything for line smoothing. I'm not sure what ingredients are in here that would help with line smoothing, but I didn't think it did that. But it was a nice enough eye cream. Do you need an eye cream? No, because you can just take your moisturizer up to your under eye area. But I'm a sucker for a good eye product because that is one area that I'm really focused on. Next up, I've used this little sample, which I think I got from Boots, and this is the Olay Henriksen Truth Banana Bright Vitamin C Facial Serum. This was 1.5ml, but I have another sample of this, which I got in my Rocker Box limited edition box, and so I'm still using that at the moment. This is pricey for a vitamin C serum, and it is really, oh, there's a little bit left. As you can see, it's like yellow, and I'm not gonna lie, it smells so much of like really strong fake orange. You know when you get that really cheap orange drink when you're a kid, like those little cartons? That's what it smells like. And I don't know whether it's because people think vitamin C and immediately think oranges, but vitamin C doesn't have to smell like oranges. My current vitamin C that I'm using has no scent whatsoever, so it confuses me a little bit that that's added in, and that could be really off-putting to a lot of people who are anti-fragrance. I'm not anti-fragrance. I will quite happily use lots of fragrance in my skincare products, but I am always conscious that there are people out there that can't use fragrance, that fragrance irritates their skin, people with delicate, sensitive skins, or people who just have genuine allergies to certain ingredients, that you're limited in your market there if you put the fragrance in. I will not be repurchasing this, even though I've still got some of the serum in my other sample to use up to see whether it does a good job. It's too pricey for what it is, and the scent puts me off because it is really a really overpowering scent. Another product which I won't be repurchasing is this one. I think I got this espar or espar, however you want to say it. This is the Skin Radiance Moisturizer. I think this was a sample that was given to me in a little set when I went to for a facial quite a while ago, because obviously we've been in lockdown, but I've managed to use this one up. It was okay. I don't know what's radiating about it other than it possibly has some sort of brightening in the moisturiser, like a mica or something, which gives you that instant radiance. It says mulberry, bearberry and licorice work together to help visibly brighten and even out skin tone, while Hawaiian algae dissolves dull skin cells clean away. Revitalising meadowsweet stimulates cell renewal to breathe lasting luminous light into softened skin. I just didn't really enjoy it all that much. I didn't really enjoy the scent of it, although it wasn't an overpowering fragrance. Espar, again, not the cheapest brand in the world. I think you can get much better budget moisturisers. Save your money to use on serums. I really love an essence. I would rather spend my money on an essence and just get a basic moisturiser. You just need it to be able to moisturise your skin and maybe like have that final seal everything in. So yeah, not a favourite of mine, not one I'm going to be rebuying. I'm going to end on a high. This is my last product of the month of August, and one that I've absolutely adored and would 100% repurchase, and that is the Inky Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I quite like hyaluronic acid. I know it's not for everyone, and it's included in a lot of other products at the moment, and I think people have become sensitive to hyaluronic acid by using it too much, by having a serum and then having it in lots of their other products as well. So it's one to be aware of. You can have reactions to hyaluronic acid, you can be sensitive to it, so it might be worth just checking before you introduce a serum into your routine that it's not already in other products. But this little bottle of hyaluronic acid from the Inky List is my favourite by far. I've tried the Ordinary's hyaluronic acid. I'm using another brand at the moment which I'm also quite enjoying, but it's because it is very similar to this one, and this was quite a liquidy texture. The Ordinary one I found quite sticky and thick and didn't feel like it worked very well under makeup or with other serums or products on top. This, however, I had no problem with whatsoever. It just was really light. It sunk into my skin really easily. I didn't have any issues with layering other products on top or when putting my makeup on. And it definitely, I felt that I got an instant sort of plumpening to the skin, which is what I want. I want my skin to look plump and youthful and glowing. And yeah, I really think this helped. So this is such a good brand, the Inky List. Great brand, really no nonsense. You get loads of information on the packet about the product, about what it is, what it does, the percentages of the actives in their products. I really, really rate the Inky List, and they are a really great affordable brand to try. No parabens in there, no fragrance, no animal testing. Their website is great. There's loads of information. You can put in, answer loads of questions and build a skincare routine that is suitable for you, and it's not going to cost you the earth either. So if you haven't already, I don't know why you wouldn't have, but definitely go and check out the Inky List for some brilliant skincare products. And that is it. That is my August empties. I got through loads of stuff. I don't know quite how I got through so much. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you've tried any of these products. Did they work for you? Were you as happy with them or as disappointed in them as I was? Because that's the great thing about skincare. It's so subjective. Everyone's skin is different. Everybody's skin likes different products or needs different products. So have a chat down in the comments with me about the products you like, anything that you'd recommend, products in my collection there of empties that you enjoyed which I didn't, or vice versa. I love chatting to you guys down there. If you're not already, please don't forget to click that subscribe button and join the family. If you click the little notification bell next to it, you'll also be notified every time I upload a video, so you won't miss out on any future content, including the Aurelia probiotic skincare review, which will be coming